1, 2, 3, ikimashou everyone!
We are back at it, everyone, and we're gonna go ahead and hop into some more Love Cup battles. Now, if you guys notice, this team that I have here, it's really similar to my last team, right? I kept that big core of Wigglytuff and Alomomola, and I went ahead and tried to balance out the team a little bit with a little bit of a spicy pick with one of my favorite Pokemon, Darmanitan, right? If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I absolutely 100% love this Pokemon. And I'm so excited to show you guys just how freaking strong it is. As you guys can see, it has Incinerate as its fast move, which is excellent because of the amount of energy that it charges up. It will let me get to Overheat and Rock Slide very quickly, which means that I can kind of bait people into whether I'm going to go for the Overheat or Rock Slide. Overheat can be a bit of a double-edged sword because of the attack drop, but overall it hits extremely hard, right? I think it hits almost as hard as Blast Burn if I remember correctly. And it is excellent, guys. So before we hop into these battles, guys, please go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. How are you guys doing in the Love Cup? Do you guys like these teams? What kind of teams are you guys running? I've been running some very heavy hitter teams, but I know some Pokemon like the Medicham are very quick hitters. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and hop into this first match. So here we have Jordanetta. I absolutely love the name. I'm a huge basketball fan, as some of you guys may or may not know. I don't know. I don't usually talk about my hobbies outside of martial arts and Pokemon Go. But anyway, talking too much now, let's go ahead and get into this battle here. This is a pretty good matchup because Charm will out-damage the confusion damage from the Slowbro. But they do get to Psychic before we do, and we go ahead and let ourselves get taken down without having to use any shields. They don't have any energy left on the Slowbro, which is nice. And we can go ahead and go for a Rock Slide here, which should finish them off if they don't block. Yeah, so that finishes them off. And they go ahead and bring in the Slowbro, and we have just enough for another Rock Slide. This is the beauty of Incinerate, guys. I was telling you about that earlier. I do manage to get that shield, and I make the quick switch because I don't want to get farmed down here. And I'm going to go ahead and block this because Psychic still does a substantial amount of damage, and I'm only really worried about getting my defense drop. Now they go ahead and make a switch here, and things are looking a little bit ugly, of course, but I do manage to get to a Psychic and a half, right? So I go ahead and throw my first Psychic, and they go ahead and go for the shield, and then they go ahead and hit one more, but I do get a defense drop there, which is very nice. And now I'm going to have to shield the second one and go straight into the Psychic here. So the Psychic will take them out, especially with their defense dropped. And they go ahead and bring in the Slowbro, but the Waterfall just barely finishes them off there. So that is a good game, a little bit scary there. Now we're going against C and Jess. Shout out to their outfit, it looks absolutely awesome. That Love Disc sweater is very cool. Anyway, we get the mirror matchup here, and as you guys will see here, I actually get to the play rough before they do, which is nice. And they won't shield this because it would kind of be a waste of a shield, right? So they go ahead and let it go down, and they bring in the Crustle. I try to make a switch, but it didn't work out there. It was too fast to damage. And I bring in the Alomomola because the Waterfall damage is crazy. It's going to do a lot. And I'm going to go ahead and let this X-Scissor go through. It doesn't do too much damage. So we're kind of coasting here, right? We got a lot of energy. We got two shields up. And they go ahead and bring a Scolipede. So it's very unfortunate for them. I'm going to go ahead and pressure them a little bit with the Psychic over here just so that they can get a shield down, and I go and make the immediate switch into Darmanitan. As you guys can see, Darmanitan is very squishy, but he does charge up quickly and hits very hard, and all we need is one more Incinerate here, so this will definitely finish them off, and that is a good game to my opponent there. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to this next battle versus Ninio Ub. I hope I said that correct. And again, another favorable lead. I got pretty lucky with this first set with this team. They go ahead and make the switch into Alomomola, and I stay in for quite a while because the charm damage is crazy, and then I go ahead and make the switch to catch the Psychic, right? I'm very used to Alomomola at this point, so I know exactly when I gotta make these switches, and things are looking pretty nice here for me. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Psychic, but they actually beat me in the CMP tie, so that is a little bit sad there. Unfortunately, they get me twice before I can get to them. But they shouldn't shield this kind of in the same way that I haven't been shielding yet. So we're just gonna kind of slap each other a little bit. It's a very funny animation in my opinion, especially when it's the mirror match. Now let's go ahead and see what they bring in. I believe they'll bring the Scrafty back in. Yeah, so they go ahead and bring the Scrafty, and I make the immediate switch here. It is a little bit risky to do that, but I go ahead and do it anyway because, you know, honey badgers don't give a damn. But And they go ahead and bring in the Wigglytuff, and this is making me feel very comfortable because I know Darmanitan can come in and do some insane damage versus the Wigglytuff. And this is great here because they throw energy, which means that I'm going to get an extra Incinerate in there, and I don't have to use any energy now to take them out. So now I'm basically at 2 overheats, so I go for the first overheat here. I need to farm up 1 extra Incinerate to get to the overheat, but I do have a shield as well just in case. Yeah, so they go ahead and throw the energy on me here. I go ahead and block, but the overheat is already registered, so I know it's going to go through. And even with the attack drop, overheat just does way too much damage, and it finishes him off there. And that is a good game right there. That was a very fun one. Got to show off Darmanitan's superpowers there. Now we go into the Sea King and make the immediate switch because that is very bad for us. Of course, the Sea King is a big problem for our team. I believe it has Icy Wind, which makes things just so horrible. It just drags on these battles for so long because of the attack drops. But here I'll go ahead and throw my Psychic to see if I can get a defense drop. But of course it doesn't because it's only 30% chance. Now they go for another Icy Wind, and this is basically, I'm not going to block, I'm just going to throw energy at you, and we're just going to look at each other for a very long time for no reason whatsoever, because Icy Wind is a great move, but man is it annoying when it's not on your side here. So we go for another Psychic, and I believe they won't block this one. Yeah, they don't have to anymore. My attack must be crazy low at this point, and I go ahead and make the switch into the Wigglytuff because I don't want Alomomola to be taken out. Because it can definitely tank a few moves here and there. And I do take out their Sea King, but they go ahead and bring in a Clefable, and things are looking very ugly here. I don't make it to the play rough, which is what I was hoping for, and I'm forced to bring in Darmanitan. And this is good because it's fairy typing, but again, Darmanitan is so squishy, guys. Look at that. He's already at half HP, taking resisted damage. But I do have a lot of energy, so here we go. They go ahead and bring in Macargo, so this is crazy, guys, because Macargo's supposed to run a rock type move, but it's not running the rock type move, and that's essentially why I end up going 5-0 during the set, because had Macargo ran the rock type move, it would have totally ruined my Darmanitan's day there. So that is a good game to my opponent. Now we're going against Milton BJ201, something like that, and we go ahead and get this beautiful matchup at the beginning. They're going to go ahead and lag out and make a very slow switch, so I feel a little bit bad for them there, but I was lagging out there as well. And now it's the Alomomola mirror match that you guys got to see earlier in this video. Nothing too crazy about it. Of course, they have some energy, but they get the freaking defense debuff on me, so I am pretty sad about this. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get my own debuff. I do not, so it's looking like a done deal for my Alomomola. It's stuck in here. I don't want to invest any shields, so I'm gonna go ahead and let them hit me hard. And I do have enough just to get one more Psychic, so things aren't looking terrible here, right? I'm still able to chip them down quite a lot, which is absolutely huge for my team because Alomomola would definitely ruin my closer, right? That Fire Monkey Incinerate boy. Anyway, they bring in the Vileplume, and I switch into the Darmanitan, which is a risky move, and it's a risky move because their switch timer was up. So now I am stuck in here versus the Medicham. Technically, I should win this matchup here, right? So I go ahead and go for the Rock Slide to bait out one of their shields, and as you guys will see, I do manage to get the shield, so things are looking nice. I try to get to a second Rock Slide, but it doesn't work out here. I do shield because I feel like if I'm able to take them out, Incinerate will do so much damage that it'll prep my Wigglytuff to finish off. But they end up shielding, guys, so this is a little bit crazy here. They do take me out, but it's okay because now I get some bonus energy onto the Wigglytuff, which means that I'm going to get to this Ice Beam before their Vileplume ends up getting to any moves. So guys, we win this one just barely, and that is our 5-0, guys. That's a good game to my opponent. They really almost had me there. I mean, I think there was a couple misplays on my part, a couple misplays on their part, but overall this first set was a 5-0, and I have been winning a lot with this team. I've only gone one more time 5-0 with the team, but I haven't had any negative sets, only 3-2s and up. So I really enjoy this team a lot. I hope you guys like it too. And if you like this video and any of my other content, please make sure you guys leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Again, it helps out a lot, and I hope you guys will keep supporting me. I am having so much fun making these videos for you all and for myself, right? I'm learning so much from making these videos for everybody. So hopefully we can keep going with this stuff, and I will catch you guys on the next one, okay? Sayonara!